So I left last video saying, what about Prowlware and what the hell is up with Pennsylvania? Well, 10 years ago, I was supposed to go to Pennsylvania after I graduated high school to go work for the same man that I'm going to work for now. But I was young, had just left a girl that I loved, wasn't really thinking in like long-term professional, did not give a shit about doing some ground up business. I was like, I'm gonna go to film school because I'm a filmmaker. Well, life kicked in, and I don't know if it was any better that I left or not, but me going back is, I'm glad that the opportunity is still there. And then what about Prowlware? Well, right now I'm in the process of making the vlogs for Opal Heights now, and Prowlware is gonna have to stay dormant until I get a collection out there. It'll be the we'll figure it out between real Opal Vintage and Prowlware. Was just gonna be a collegiate genre, but I want to still use the names and stuff like that, but I don't want to like do it at the cost of slowing down the actual like business and what we're doing, because life is still as exciting. I'm gonna be making more sandwiches and making t-shirts. It just might not be the way that I expected, or maybe you expected. Going on another trip to the grocery store. Very relaxed work schedule today. Not doing a ton of what I was doing before. Taking this time to figure out what would be an effective way to make the most of this time right now. On my way home now. I'm gonna go upload those videos. I'm going over the Prowlware business plan, redoing it for Pennsylvania, and then writing out my job description and responsibilities for Jarman International. That'll be the company I work for. And I'm throwing the old schedule out. It's kind of been hard for me to get used to not doing what I was committed to doing so much every day for Prowlware. Things are changing, so thanks for coming along. Okay, I'll read you my job description. Consult Jarman International about its art value. Document the brand for footage. Plan and record a series of podcasts. Develop and sustain an online presence. Act as a team leader to the entire company. Set a high standard for brand involvement. And then I wrote out my responsibilities. Plan and engineer video broadcast. I just got done brushing my pretty kitty cat, telling her about our journey coming up. And I was brushing the front of her chest pretty good. Getting a little bit rough. It's hard for me to be gentle with a little kitty cat like that. Then she tried to bite me, just to tell me, hey, cut it out. And I was like, Marilyn, no, don't. And then I was like, man, she's just probably scared. So yeah, I was just thinking about that. I wanted to show you me petting her, but that happened. So see you soon. Coming back from the store now, just went on a little walk. Lighting is fantastic right now, but I just wanted to say, yeah, I'm having a hard time saying goodbye to my pastor and my church family. You know, trying to talk to myself that it's not a bad move, it's just a different move, and I got to adjust to it. It's a pretty rose. Pretty rose. Pretty rose. That makes me think of a girl named Rose, 19-year-old girl I used to work at the airport with. She was dating this 26-year-old guy who used to be her landlord, and one day I kind of put him in his place, told him not to talk to me a certain way, and then he went home and told her to not talk to me. And one day she was like, you know what? You're a good guy and I am going to talk to you. She like had this moment by herself with me, and it was beautiful. But I don't work at the airport anymore and I miss her. Okay, I love being by myself right now. Having a great walk home. Thinking about my future. Thinking about how faithful God's been to me my whole life. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm sad to leave the Pacific Northwest. Oh, this is what I'm excited to drive. I'm excited to drive the 5 or 6 days. Pennsylvania. Mostly excited to see like Wyoming, and they're hammering over here on the house, but Wyoming, the open plains, and just really not taking my time, but hanging out and going. Here's a house they're building. I already feel like God is crystallizing the memories for me of this place. I kind of already feel like I'm not even here anymore, and I'm starting to get that sort of nostalgia for things around me. So I'm going to be gentle with that process and enjoy it. Check these out. So update today, finished my job description, sent that over to Gerald Jarman, started the Twitter account for Jarman International, really just bringing a lot of my resources over to Jarman International and getting him set up to start blazing some trails for him and seeing how, cause he's got the content, and when I give him the kind of the engagement and the presence online, it's just all going to stack together and compound. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching today's episode. I know these have no vintage reviews anymore, but we're in a transition time, and I'm glad that I can still make something and that you can still watch. So I'll see you tomorrow, or I'll see you the day after that. Me and the Jeep are still together. My buddy Lev let me borrow this about last September, so I haven't driven her around because when I took her to the shop they said she needed a lot of work, so I'm just waiting until the day I gotta bring her back.